The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Maryland Terrapins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Terrapins will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Quick release by the QB. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Creates a little space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Gets it to the back. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
To the air on 1st down. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. It's moved. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Buying some time as he moves left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires deep on the run. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Breaks the tackle. Turning it on. At the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Willihan. Under fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Terrapins want to move quickly.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
He'll take it himself. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a man. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. Calls his own number. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He got it!
First and goal, Maryland.
The Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Terrapins! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Grab behind the line. It's Davison. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Caught over the middle. It's Hartman. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards in the lead.
Leaving the punt team on the sideline, they'll go for it 4th and short from the 45. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Give to the back. Powers through the defender. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Runs through the tackle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the...
Breaks into the open. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Maryland!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Cole.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. Complete to the right. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Fighting off the defender.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Oh, he's got a chance. Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Going to sling it on second down. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air, it's Willihan. He rifles one deep to the left. It's caught. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Terrapins headed quickly to the line. Quarterback keeper. Can't get it to the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got room to work. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be.
Get set, get set.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the 1st half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The Terrapins will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield, it's Willihan. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Terrapins with the 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's Norris. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They're going to run it. Touchdown, Terrapins! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown. There he goes. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Illinois right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
The give to the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on fourth down. I'm going to go for it on fourth down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. Find some fresh air. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays. You know you're going to go for it on fourth most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, route.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Fighting Illini, facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Touch pass on the run. Hard running there. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown Illini. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the 4th quarter. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close. Tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it behind the line. It's Davison. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
He's got it on the right. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he is going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, Illinois! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way early this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He'll bring it out. It's Moon. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Moon. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Finding an escape route. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel. And he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's McGee. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Willihan. Now adjusting. Caught, close to the marker, it's Jones. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the 1st on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cole. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. And they swarm him under.
Now, to me, these are the decisions that are not so easy. Analytics, go for it on 4th down, yeah, pull the trigger. But in these type of games now, where it's 4th and 5 plus, this becomes very difficult. How confident am I in this play in the red zone that I know I'm going to get a touchdown and not get stopped short?
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, fighting Illini. Fit it in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's moved. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Willihan. He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They're going to run it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Buys a little time. Looking down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Found the spot in the defense. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loses 3. 2nd down.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Looking downfield, it's Willihan. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Tight end now in motion. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Terrapins! A great catch and run for 6. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Using his legs, it's Davison. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hartman. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Trying to keep the drive alive. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away. Throwing on the run. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds a man in the middle.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Finds his back in the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Willihan. Safe completion on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. First play of the drive wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Illini! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5, and the returner is stopped. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Willingham. Lets it fly. Hauls it in down the sideline. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown, Terrapin! Once he got some room, it was over.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Terrapins moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Norris. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's looking deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Corners are going to bail. To the air on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Touchdown, Illinois! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that was a big touchdown because it keeps this thing within striking distance now going into the second half. That touchdown there puts so much pressure on the opponent. Guys, we've got a ball game. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to turn out.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
21.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He's tackled at the 36. Second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Cole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
By the receiver.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick completion to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Illinois lining up quickly. He'll try to get it through the air. Swings it out to his running back. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Illinois looking to convert the 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. He's not going to get there. Stop short. short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Dropping back, it's Willihan. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The offense changing the play. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on 4th down? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
A run for the quarterback. Finding open areas. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Terrapins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This is a designed run. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Terrapins are threatening on 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Willihan. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position position with the return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Final play of the quarter coming. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
He might want another play. To throw, it's Willihan. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game.
you.